Good morning. I'm going to try this today because we're all for experimenting and trying new things, right? So, of course, I'm going to start with a little bit of sage because the energies just feel like there's a bunch of sludge coming off, a lot of purging happening here. And I know it sounds kind of disgusting, but why would we want to keep carrying that stuff around? So it's about allowing ourselves to release, to no longer holding on to what does not serve us. That puny little candle is not doing it for me anymore. I need this big one. Ooh. Why is this sage not wanting to catch? Okay. There we go. Prepare the space. I brought out a lot more cards because I was gonna just pull some cards, but I felt like I needed to pull some for all of us because, like I said, this energy feels, I don't want to say heavy, it's just sludgy. like if you like if you had been constipated and okay, that's disgusting. I apologize. I do have this beautiful deck here that I want to use today. It is called Divine Beloved Oracle Cards. So pretty much the messages that I was getting this morning was, I guess, about forgiveness, seeing the part that you play, but also not putting responsibility on yourself to fix everything. You can only do so much, and it's okay to admit the good that was in the bad, but also not using that as an excuse to go back to the bad? Question mark. Let's get started with a card. Spirit, thank you so much for being here. What message do you have for us today? Just one card, Spirit. Thank you. Divine assistance, I am open to receive. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who is willing to receive all the right help. Let me feel deserving of divine assistance in every way. Open me to receive. Yeah, that's definitely part of the energy, that I've been feeling is confirmation verb. When things happen, we tend to close ourselves off. I mean, look at her skirt and her shirt. Her shirt has like the sun shining on it. Her skirt, the birds in the sky. Feeling light again. So as mentioned, like, there's so many flowers, so many good things. But how can we see them if we're always stuck in our mind? Oh, goodness. What do I want to follow this up with? What are we receiving? Do I want to dive into that just yet? Let's get an animal oracle deck. Oracle card. Yeah, not letting the hardships of the past experiences close us off to seeing the blessings that could be right in front of us. But if we're holding on to grudges or yet not wanting to release feelings that we have for situations, be it good or bad, and, almost letting ourselves grieve the past, letting ourselves be honest with ourselves of if we miss a certain person or situation, like let yourself cry. Tears are so cleansing, and it's like washing off a dirty window. You're able to see a lot more clearly after you wash it. And I feel like crying is like washing our third eye. And then clarity was at the bottom of this deck too. Clarity is my birthright. Okay, let's see. Flamingo. Embrace the in-between. That's what yesterday's message was also, being in the transitional phase. We're collecting all of these puzzle pieces, but they haven't clicked together. Vulture Spirit reminds us nothing is wasted. Even if something didn't go as we wanted it to go, the experience still gave us medicine that we needed for that time being. 26, 2 or 6 could be significant. Or 8, infinity, everything. I mean, even the flamingo neck kind of looks like a half infinity sign, oscillating between cycles that feel like they're never ending. But this isn't closed, it's open. So we have to be open to a new cycle. What else am I getting here in between? Yeah, so it's almost like slowing down, going within, allowing yourself to be open to receive. The only way we're open to receive is if it's almost like being present and observant rather than filling our heads with distraction. Doom scrolling. I'm guilty of that. We're all guilty. Yesterday I decided to color, and it had been so long since I had colored, and it was just so nice to, I don't know, it felt like I was feeding my inner child, but it felt a lot better than consuming social media where I was consuming rather than creating. Yeah. It's almost like we have to flip that now. What else do we have? Ancestors. Oh, thank you. Spirit box. Trust your instincts in challenging times. Stargazer, set your sights higher. So we got a flamingo and a fox. And a meditating woman. So trusting in your creative abilities when the external is changing around you. So it's like no matter what happens, you have the tools to be okay. You'll find the resources that you need. You're clever enough to, I don't want to say figure it out, but how are you going to figure it out if you're not open to those resources? I've been wanting to pull from the fairy deck. I'm going to use the fairy deck to clarify or get a little more information on these, because I feel like there are resources. Maybe it's just your intuition. Have you been ignoring your intuition? 5 of Wands reverse. Leaving yourself out of the drama. Knave of Hearts. Yeah, it's like take a break from that. King of Wands. Yeah, feeling your creative side. Creative, adventurous, bold side. So maybe some of the ideas that you're receiving you deem are too bold and would stir up too much controversy. Four of Cups. But it's like, this is what people have been waiting for. This feels like the missing link. Oh, that's a lot. Let's do that again. Oh, okay. Flamingo spirit. Can you clarify? Okay, we'll take that one. Knave of Leaves reverse. So that's Knight of Swords. So it being reversed, trying to rush somewhere, but it's not time yet. Right now is the time to receive those bold ideas. Maybe write them down. Six of Leaves, that's Six of Swords. You're still in transition. That's exactly what the Six of Swords is. Moving from choppy waters into calmer waters. But are you allowing yourself that time and space to move like that? And then we have the Hangman in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Are you allowing yourself to see from a different perspective? Or because it's reversed, have you been hanging there for too long? See what else the Spirit Box has for us. Trust your talents in changing times. Changing in between. And then look, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. King of Swords, King of Leaves, and Four of Swords. Lots of swords, a lot of mental, a lot of air and fire energy. A lot of, like, that sounds like fuel to me. King of Swords is very clever and cunning, just like this fox. Four of Swords is about resting. Ace of Swords about the truth. And Wheel of Fortune right behind that. Changes are coming. It's almost like having to be honest with yourself. Letting yourself be honest, letting yourself rest, not feeling rushed through this transitional phase. Let things come as they may. And just because I like this deck, let me just destroy all of this. Yikes. Okay. Let me get some advice for us today. So it seems like we have to slow down. Oh, look at that. Wheel of Fortune again here. The wheels will turn. The wheel is turning. We just have to be patient and allow ourselves to receive that information. Of course, we have Jupiter, action, expansion, growth, pursuing passions, adventure, new opportunities, fortune twice. So your fortunes are changing for the better, but it's about allowing yourself to believe that you deserve it. Because if you don't believe that you deserve something and it comes in, you won't even recognize it. You'll say, "Oh, that's too good to be true," so you're not even going to be open to receive that because you won't think it's possible. So I think this in-between stage is about changing your mindset into believing that you can, and so you will. Whew, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you again. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Namaste.